How do you do? This is Frankie Day Models. Okay, for this overcast, cheerful, cool Monday, my day off, I have for you video number 4 of the 1944 Boucher kit that I inherited from my father of the T3 tanker, the ESSO Trenton. The ESSO Trenton. Okay, great progress has been achieved since last video. I got this thing pretty well painted. This is a civilian version. Now, what makes this tanker so unique is because it used to be an aircraft carrier, the USS Sagamon. Any of you military buffs out there familiar with naval sea power know that we were behind aircraft carriers during the Second World War, and they used old merchantman hulls and converted them into baby flat tops. This was one of them. This is a T3 class 1939 modern day oiler, Maritime Commission T3 ESSO Trenton. The ESSO Trenton was 555 feet long, from stem to stern. Has 2 screws, and she's a little bigger than a T2, and T2 is about 525 feet long, about 25 feet bigger. The difference is, but much needed oil was used for victory at the time at war, and a lot of them were used after the war. I was on one of them. Matter of fact, I was on 2 of them of the same class, except they didn't look like this. They had the well decks had cargo decks fared over the tank, the well deck, and they had big stations and everything, naval replenishment ships. But after World War II came to an end, a lot of them were returned back into the merchant marine, the Maritime Commission. They actually went and had them refinished in the civilian version, and they found out that they no longer needed them anymore. Same thing with T2 tankers, so they were sold out the world, and some are still used in the Navy. Because I know back in the 1960s, a lot of these ships are still used back then. And nowadays they're all in the bottom of the ocean somewhere, used as missile targets for NORAD. And my ship, she was sunk right off Long Beach, and there's pictures of them going down by the stern after the missile attack. So that was very sad to see a grand old lady like that who served so gallantly during the war, even during civilian time. I'll go to the bottom of the seabed. So it's kind of hard to see any ships go down there, but that's the way it goes. Okay, this is an old Boucher kit. This old solid wood kit. You had to do a lot of carving and everything. And I've got a T2 tanker over here by the same company. I'll knock that damn thing over. This is all dry fitting, guys. I do nothing on this thing. I started to carve on the hull. I built this a long time ago. Didn't build it, but I've had this since 1974. This is a T2 tanker. I'm starting to carve back there on the stern. I got to figure that out. Got a lot of carving to do. Got to cut out the deck houses, and these bulkheads got to be cut down too. So I'm about to be working on this. I got a lot of stuff coming your ways, guys. I'm working on my card models and working on my tankers and keep myself busy. I'm really enjoying it. This doesn't look like that, except it had a lot of clunks of wood in it and everything. I had to do a lot of sanding. These Blue Jacket kits, or these solid hull kits, like these Blue Jacket kits, most of the work is done on the hull. But you got to have appropriate tools, fellas. You got to have scroll saws, band saws, power tools are much needed. And the old fashioned, like I do, and the old elbow grease method. So I got it pretty well decently painted and ready, just fitting it out and everything. I was working on the railings on the midship house right there. I got to finish up the midship. My goal today is I'm going to finish up the midship house. Then I'm going to start aft, get the oil ports on there, get them all installed, And the last will be catwalks, fittings, and the fitting out of detail work and everything else. So the ESSO Trenton's come along pretty well. It's 40 inches long, 1/16 scale. Now I've got my Chevron Netherland, my card can I'm working on. It's starting to grow now. I'll work on this too. I'll probably be on this tomorrow too. So lots been done since last video. I got the midships houses done on this thing. I like tankers. They have great importance to the fleets, merchant and navy. They were big, beautiful looking ships at the time. A lot of people don't model them because they're tankers. I always enjoyed the merchant navy. I think back, I wish I would have stayed in the merchant marines when I got out of the navy. It was hard for me to find a job at the time. I got out of the service right after Vietnam came to an end around 72. Now I went back in again, and I couldn't get a job. And it wasn't because no jobs out there. You got to realize, guys, when Vietnam was over with, us Vietnam vets got vilified as baby killers and everything else. We did kill kids. Well, I guess we did. It's casualties of war. Look at World War II, for gosh sakes. People, these bureaucrats and Washington, D.C., and all these, they don't understand that there's casualties of war, that plants and civilian and defense plants are manned by civilians. And they had child labor back in those days. If you're a child and you're in harm's way, you're going to get injured. It happens like that. It ain't something we intentionally do just for shit and giggles. I mean, it's war's hell. I don't like war. War is nasty business. So anywho, I got out, applied for a couple jobs. They wouldn't hire me because of those reasons. So I said, screw it. I just go back. Just went back in. I went and seen I went and wrote a letter to the Naval Department, and they issued me another term of my service. So I had to report back to San Diego boot camp. Just for internment. They resweared me in and everything else. So they interned me there. I didn't have to go no boot basic training because I went to that crap. I've already did 6 years now already. So I think I feel like staying in another 20. So that's what I did. And yeah, I see a lot that time. So anyway, like I got the Merchant Marines when I got out. I went in for about what 8 years, somewhere around there. No, not that long. I'll see about 6 years. They went no, about 6 years. Equal time I first time did my turn enlisted in the service. United States lines out of Hudson River, New York. I was on the American Merchant. It was a converted C2 cargo ship. And also, I was on two ships in the United States lines. I was on the American Merchant, and also on the other one was the American Patriot. Both old freighters, cargo ships. I was a cook on one of them. The other one was a deckhand, and they pay good money to the Merchant Marine. To get the Merchant Marines, you have to have proof of over 6 months of sea service experience at sea. You had to pay. You had to pass a couple tests and everything. Just get your Z card to get in. And once you get in, you just go to the sea ship. Once you get your Z card, you can apply for merchant service, and well, it depends what steamship lines you're on. They see your qualifications, they'll ship you on. And they got room for deckhands or oilers, tremors, stewards, helmsmen, quartermasters, enginemen, VAP operators, deckhands, cooks, wherever they need it. Wipers, anything. So I was on a cook and also a deckhand. And that was my time in the merchant service. I wish I would have stayed in. In a way, I wish you would have buried me at sea. I would have died out there and they could have buried me. At least I had a proper burial. But that's a long time ago, guys. Anyway, just rambling. Anyway, back to this thing. She's come out pretty good, man. So Trenton is. I can't tell you when I had this thing done. All I know is I was thinking about, so when did you get that damn so Trenton? Go put a dent in that thing. So what I'm going to do on this thing is I'm going to go ahead and finish with the midship house, like I said a couple minutes ago. When that's all done, I'm going to go ahead and start putting all the air ports to the oil. Well, your oil ports, not airports, oil ports on the decks, bits, open chocks. Then I'll go aft and finish up the after house and drill holes for railings and go back and work on my card model, work on my Chevrolet Netherland. And I'll probably be working on this time my Mitchell. I haven't done much on this. I'll do a lot of painting the icer boots on this thing, on the rudder. I just masked it off right there when they use a Sharpie pencil on it. Do a straightening out here and there. It's like a B25 to me, no mistake about it. My brother's got all the wire work done on my Sea View, so I'll probably be working on that maybe tonight. But today I'm going to start doing some work on my ESSO Trenton, get this thing ship shape. Then go onward. I got a lot of stuff coming your way, guys. And right now I'm trying to get back in the groove of being here and work on my models again. I had so much hopes I had that place. I'm still downhearted over that, guys. And it's really it hasn't affected me anything like that. It's just downhearted. Trying to get out of this that crackerjack, but I guess I'll be here for a while. Like I say, gotta make the best of it. At least I got a roof over my head. That's the main thing. And my brother's fine. They checked his cancer. It's starting to go away. And thank God for that. And so God's gave my brother another lease of life. I'm glad of that. I suffered too much loss, fellas. I lost my wife, house, dogs, everything. And now this happened. And I ain't gonna let it get me down. That's for damn sure. I'm strong spirited. Okay, that's about it. Uh, yeah, I got a lot of stuff coming your way. I'll probably work on that T2 probably tomorrow. And shaping up that hole, get that hole shaped up. But anyway, this S-Chat's going pretty good. I hope you guys like this thing. I know I love the hell out of it. It reminds me of the old ship I was on. Yeah, that's about it. Okay, guys, that's about all I have for you for today. I'm gonna try to get some kind of a live action thing going on. I want to get a live action. I'll be doing something where I can actually really put my mindset into it and have a film of it. And I'll probably might be that T2 tanker. Might make a live action of that. Put my camera over here. You see me whittle away how these things are made. Anybody's got blue jacket kits, you know where I'm coming from. Those kits, like from Blue Jacket, like any kits like that are. In general, they're not made to assemble. They're they're made to be built. Then you assemble them after they're built. So they gave you pretty much everything on these kits. So you just got to do a lot of work. And a lot of planning too. You got to plan a lot. It makes it easy. That way, if you follow your plan, when the plan goes through, before you know it, everything's done. You had nothing to do on it. You finished your model. Well, a model like this, building it from per plans, is probably about 3 or 4 months. That's just every day. If you tackle it 8 hours a day for a job, you can probably do it 3 to 4 months easy, allowing drying time and and straightening things out, things you overlook because your eyes are getting tired. Keep making mistakes on anything. When you build any models, no matter if it's plastic, wood, or balsa wood, or paper, whatever it is out there in today's world of modeling, always work slow and work accurately. And if you put too much, if you get too enthused, oh man, this thing's coming good. You start getting into the rhythm of assembling it. First, you're gonna make mistakes because your eyeballs getting tired. And here's what I do: after I work on a model all day long, I sit back, put it right in front of my face. I just keep looking at it, staring at it as if it was a big old piece of candy or something. And I keep looking, and I look a little harder, and I look around, and I look at stuff, and says, "What's going on here?" And I found a couple mistakes I made. So always check, double check, triple check, and recheck, keep checking. I say keep checking. I said just keep checking, and you'll find some mistakes. Straight. I'll tell you the fast. You know the fastest checker in the world is camera. Oh yes, that's just a tip here, guys. If you really want to do a good job on your models, put a camera and take a picture of it. Bunk, bunk, upload it on your computer, and open up your file, which you get your pictures on, and look at it. You'll see mistakes. That camera sees more mistakes than the human eye does. You got to have an eye of a camera to make it perfect. So that's another thing too. Another mistake checkers use take cameras. Just a tip, guys. That's what I always do. And take pictures of models. You look at them, go, where the hell's that blemish at? Oh, there it is. How come I didn't see that before? See what I'm saying? I think you understand. Okay, I understand one thing. I'm getting out of here. I'll probably get a live action one night, do some hull work on that T2 tanker. That'd be a good idea. Because I'll be pretty much all day on this. Just getting that midship house off. That's my goal. Okay, I'm out of here. ESSO Trenton says she's gone. I got my plans behind here, so always keep your blueprints, guys. I mean, not away from you, right next to you, and always use your measuring tool like dividers. You can take dimensions off your plans and transfer your model. Another good tip too to use. Harbor Freight's got these. They're about $4 or $5. These are excellent. These are assorted jeweler files. They're excellent for stuff like this. I kid you not. Stuff like this. It's beautiful. The Blue Jacket kits, you just got to take your time. Most of the work is done in the hull. And yeah, this thing is very smooth. This is a solid piece. This thing weighs about 40 pounds. It's heavy. All solid basswood. Okay, I'm out of here. Is it for the ESSO Trenton? For me? Is it for me? Take care of your mama. Take care of the little ones. Stay focused when you drive. Be aware of your surroundings. Spend wisely and get yourself a kit because it's getting cold outside, or get one out of the closet that you built and you're postponed it for a while till bad weather comes in. You get nothing to do. Bring one out and work on. Get kit crazy like Stu Avery says. Stewart's models. And just have a ball. Okay, I'm out of here. Next video is going to be probably live action. I'll probably be working on make a live action on this T2 tank. I'll set my camera over here. I'll make a lot of sawdust. I got my little shop vac back here. I keep the place clean. I always keep my stuff clean. I always clean up my work bench. And I've got this big table up here. This really helps a lot too. So I got some things I got to make some room here so I can start working on my stuff. I got too much stuff here going on. Okay, that's about it, guys. We'll catch you this evening live action on the T2 tanker by Blue Jacket, my 1974 release of the kit. And I bought that myself. This from my father. This Boucher Lewis model, blue jacket, same thing. Okay, I'm out of here. You guys take care of yourself. Good love to you all. And thank you very much for your wonderful candor from new subscribers, old subscribers. And thank you very much, you guys. I really appreciate everything. I really appreciate your views and your comments. And I'll keep you up with videos. I was just trying to get my mojo. That's what it is. I need a shot in the ass or something. Get my mojo going. Yeah, a good shot in the ass. That's what I need. And I'll be ready to have a blast. Okay, I'm out of here. We'll catch you in the next video. God bless you all. Say your prayers and take care of your family and take care of yourselves. I love you guys.